March of 2006. So this has basically been the first year that we've spent off the road. It was good for us to just kind of go, let's come home. Let's not set a deadline for this record. Ease back into life.
Got back from the Green Day tour and started working on our third record right now. I got time just to waste if you would be my new escape. So then I say, can't find a lover, well there's no other way of pulling me under.
We've had a bunch of songs. We got probably like 20 songs together, and now we've narrowed it down to 11 or 12 songs.
We're just musically at this crossroads. It seems like all of our influences are coming out more so in these batches of songs than anything that we've written before.
You were comping a vocal the other day and it's one word per page. He used a whole scratch pad. 100 trees died for the sake of this vocal comp.
It's like Hemingway minus the Hemingway. It's just a paycheck, making arrange.
Mr. Button to the crowd. I can't fake it with nothing sacred. Making arrange, Mr. Button to the crowd.
You know, the last thing that's on my mind is naming a record. We've thought about titling it, but for right now, it's just self-titled.
A name that came up that I thought was really cool is Lights Out. But as usual, I'm the squeaky wheel. If I'm going for Lights Out and Kenny's going for self-titled, and it comes down to an arm wrestling match, I have a feeling it's going to be self-titled, because Kenny's got way bigger guns than I do. What can I say?
Today we're working on Dead Living in Los Angeles. Track and drums. Late in the game, because we're 3 weeks away from being done with the whole thing. I feel like this is the most honest, it's the most real thing that we've worked on, and that includes its blemishes. And it's not because what we're working on is so perfect, it's almost the opposite. Want sex without a catch, want a face to trust, to feel, to lust in the heat of Los Angeles.
I think our new record's going to be about sex. And I'm not talking about making love. I think with each record, Tim lets us crawl a little deeper inside his psyche.
Come on, come on, na 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 na. Come on, come on, na na na.
Come on, it's a harvest meeting. The sun is running down Los Angeles. Lights out, back to the disaster. Lights out.
Today is May 5th. We're in a hotel in New York City. It's an old hotel, kind of like a brothel or something. It's really kind of creepy and cool at the same time.
Today we're doing the photos for the album cover, for like the inside, the panel, all the artwork, the whole kit and caboodle. So far it looks awesome. You know, just like looking around and seeing everything. We're in a real hotel and it's all kind of f***ed up, and working with people that are really good. The theme that we're going for is kind of a long night in a hotel.
Somebody save me. I need a Jesus.
Lyrically, I kept going to this place where I've been writing a lot about one-night stands. It's been almost kind of therapeutic because it sucks if you ever have some guilt because you feel like you might have hurt somebody. And when you're writing songs that deal with drum and bass, you can't help but explore how sexy rhythms are and how badass it is to just shut the f*** up and listen to the drums and bass.
Camilla, right? Nice to meet you. Coming in. Hi.
Camilla's the token hot chick on the record cover.
It's very simple.
Very simple.
Yeah, you lying on a bed with some sheets on and shooting you lying there with a TV.
Alright.
So do you want her to just have some bottoms on?
Yeah, I think we should start that.
And we'll cover her up with the sheets for the rest?
Yeah.
Camilla is supposed to look like she had a good time, even if she had a bad time.
From who?
Not one of us. Somebody. Some mad, bad man left the scene. We're taking a dinner break. Aaron's whistling. and we're halfway through the photo shoot.
Every record is kind of, so far, has dealt with a different conflict in Tim's life. It also becomes kind of a document and almost a journal, in a way, of an artist's life. I found a bunch of writing I'd done 10 years ago recently, and I was reading it all, and I was like, wow, I feel like I'm having dinner with my old self. And so it's been kind of an interesting unfolding. Yay! This guy.
I'm the creative director for V2. Sugarcult is a big band for this label, so it's got my utmost attention. It's an important record for them. This was predominantly Tim's concept, a one-night stand thing. A lot of the feedback in terms of the design is coming from Marco now. The album cover that everybody is going to see in all its glory is going to be this. It has this kind of very David Lynch strangeness to it, but it's also quite beautiful and oil painterly at the same time. I wanted to have somebody who could get into the role and perform. It's such a great name, Sugarcult, and when you put it with this image, it's like things react differently for different people, and that's when you get a classic album cover. But you can't go wrong with having a beautiful woman on the front cover of any record.
They look like hummingbirds, they're giant.
Our record is finished. It's absolutely done. And I'm excited about the future. I think this record is collaborative lyrically in that conversations and lines that I would say to Marco in our talks on the telephone would come through in songs, which hasn't really been the case before. This record was different. I know it works for me, and we know it works for everyone in the band. I'm kind of excited to see how our fans are going to react, because either way there's going to be a reaction. I feel like we just made the record of our band so far, and we're so excited just to get out and start playing it live.